Hi, Ramba.
Hi, Amba. Acha, listen, before we get into a conversation about anything else, just a quick update. The bank transfer which you had initiated,
Yeah,
it has happened. So, and it has come just in time for me to figure out the entire tax bit of it. So, great. So, just wanted to update you on that.
good. Thank God. But then, you know what this reminds me? I mean,
Uh-huh.
like, okay, um, good that you've updated me. But then, what this reminds me of is, there's this client of mine. I find it really difficult to kind of, to understand. He asked me for an invoice.
Mhm.
He tells me he wants an invoice, but then he says that he tells me two things. Number one, Ayaz, I don't want to pay the tax, and another
Eh?
thing is I'll pay you by cash. I'm
What?
like, excuse me, excuse
Okay,
me. I
I
mean,
find it a bit weird to do that. I, in
yeah,
fact, use
so do
such
I.
business.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, that it was only one client, and thank God this is my last transaction with him. But I mean, and that he came through a reference.
I know there the obligations become a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, and he came through a reference, and and sadly, it's that attitude, this approach towards I mean, if he's asking me to, in a way, he's asking me to be disloyal to my own transaction, to my own business.
True. And you know what? Sometimes people don't realize that for these short-term gains, they're
Yeah.
actually creating a long-term mess for themselves. I
Yes.
know of companies who have just received notices and then end up paying penalty. So it's not just about money, it's also your reputation in the market. In case there is an order of stop all kind of transaction or business till that case is handled, that is loss of business also.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't realize, and they think, they think only short term, they think only cash, they think only money. But then look at it in the long term. First, you're not here for a day or two.
True.
Okay. And when you talk about doing planning down the line, that is, you're talking about doing, you can say, a 1 year plan, 3 year plan, 5 year plan, 10 year plan. So you need to, and if you're talking about projections, etc., and so on and so forth, and on the other hand, this is the way you run your business,
Hmm.
boss.
You will never
You're
scale. That's what my
that's
thinking is, that if you.
scaling is different. The first thing that immediately comes to mind is your integrity or your loyalty to your transactions is highly questionable.
True. And then in such cases, the actual people, the how do I say, correct quality people would not like to get associated with your firm.
Absolutely. Nor would I like to recommend such people. He may have some really fantastic products or services, but then at what price is it gonna come?
Exactly. So it's very important that you stay loyal, following all the required and requisite processes when it comes to any kind of transaction. And transaction, I believe, Amba, is not just about money, it's about transaction at different levels in business. In fact, we have
Absolutely.
done the entire series of loyalty. We had picked up all the topics, and in this particular thing, all transactions, if you look at working within the business, you talk about working with your vendors, you talk about working with your employees, everywhere there is a give and take and transaction happening. So you need to
Absolutely.
remain loyal in all these places too.
Absolutely. And on this note, now speaking of, I mean, especially being loyal to your transactions, and keep in mind that
Hmm.
all businesses are governed businesses. There is a governing body. So, like, let's say, for example, even the businesses which you run, which I run, okay, there is an audit happening by an external independent auditor, and
Hmm.
he has to submit his report.
Hmm.
Okay, so I mean, so even the auditors, they have a task to perform, and even
Absolutely.
they, and even they are responsible for the reports that they submit.
Hmm.
So
So
it's
it's
like, a
best
whole
to have work
chain.
with regulations and compliances in place
Yes,
in the
yes,
correct spirit of doing business.
absolutely. It's like the way I would say, play the game for the sake of it, do the business for the sake of doing the business. do the business for greed or for money.
No, we all do business for money, but money the right way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do the business for the sake of the business.
Yes.
Money will come automatically. Don't think about the money.
So,
Money, I would say, like, I mean, in the context of the karma, your business is your karma. The money is the result, is the fruit.
and it
Don't
will
focus
come
on
to
the fruit.
you if you do your karma the right way.
Yes, focus on the karma, focus on doing the karma the right way. The money, the fruit will come to you.
So I think, I can think of multiple people in my circle where, this is the term which we call the ethical business practice. So I really find it very easy and, smooth work relation, and it's less stress when people indulge in ethical business practice. And I would like to work with them. I am sure some people may not share it on your face, but if you are not being loyal to your transactions, people behind your back would not want to work with you and would do only in certain circumstances. And you will find there are people who come and go in your organization. So if that is happening, probably it's time for you to have that self talk, self assessment, that are you being true or loyal to your transactions?
Absolutely. It's high time you do the introspection. And in fact, this kind of introspection or self-introspection, self-reflection is make it a regular habit. What are
Absolutely.
you what do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you think like this makes sense? Do you think that this is something which you should do? Or do you have a different opinion? Fantastic. Bring it on. Let us know. And we'll be more than happy to have a conversation around it. You can pick up the phone, give us a call, or you can join our WhatsApp group. We can have a conversation out there. So feel free to share this video along with your friends and near and dear ones, and do like and subscribe to our channel as well. And stay tuned for the next. Until then, take care and stay safe. Goodbye.
Thanks for your time.